Today, let's learn the poem Night of the Scorpion by Nissim Ezekiel. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. 10 hours of steady rain had driven him to crawl beneath a sack of rice. So here we can see the poem begins with the poet's recollection of an incident that happened on a miserable rainy night. What was that incident? Yes, the poet's mother was stung by a scorpion. Poet describes how the scorpion had driven inside by steady rain and it hides behind a sack of rice. Parting with his poison, flash of diabolic tail in the dark room, he risked the rain again. So here diabolic meaning having the qualities of devil or wicked. Here the poet feels that scorpion, it's devilish, or the tail that he used to sting his mother. It was diabolic, it was devilish, because it gave that much pain to his mother. So he feels it is diabolic. So parting with his poison, flash of diabolic tail in the dark room. So the scorpion came inside his house and he stung his mother and he parted his poison and then he went back to the rain. Risk the rain again means he went back to the rain again. So here in the first line, parting with his poison. Here you can see the figure of speech, alliteration, because there is repetition of the same sound, parting and a poison. The peasants came like swarms of flies and buzzed the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. Peasants means villagers. So here villagers came like swarms of flies. Poet compares villagers to swarms of flies. Normally flies comes in a group. Just like that, villagers also came in a group. Maybe because of that, poet used the term swarms of flies. And what did they do? They buzzed the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. So why did they buzz? Means call. They were just chanting the name of God. Why they were buzzing the name of God 100 times? To paralyze. Paralyze means to stop. Here what they have to stop? They have to stop the activity of the poison. For that purpose they were just chanting, they were buzzing the name of God so many times. Here in the first line, peasants came like swarms of flies. Peasants are directly compared to swarms of flies with the word like. So the figure of speech, simile. And in the second line, buzz the name of God 100 times. Buzz. It creates a sound effect. The real sound made by the bees. You are getting that effect. So the figure of speech, onomatopoeia. With candles and with lanterns, throwing giant scorpion shadows on the mud-baked walls. They searched for him. He was not found. So here we can see villagers were searching for the scorpion by using candles and lanterns. During that time, poet can see their shadow on the wall. But the poet feels that it is the shadow of the scorpion. It shows the fear in the mind of the poet. So villagers, they searched for him. He was not found. Are they successful? No, they were not able to find the scorpion. They clicked their tongues. Means they made some sounds with their tongue in order to show their disappointment. They were not able to find the scorpion. To show their disappointment, they made some sounds with their tongue. With every moment that the scorpion made his poison moved in mother's blood, they said. Here we can see how much superstitious they are. They believed that with every movement made by the scorpion will lead to the progress of the poison and the pain will be more. They wished that the scorpion might sit still so that the pain would be less severe. So in order to reduce the pain of the victim, they have to find out the scorpion and prevent its movement. So for that purpose they were searching for the scorpion, but they were unsuccessful in their effort. In the fourth line, they searched for him, he was not found. Here we can see two contrasting ideas, two opposite ideas are put together, searched and not found. So the figure of speech, antithesis. And the next line, they clicked their tongue. Here the word clicked, it evokes the actual sound or it imitates the natural sound. So the figure of speech, onomatopoeia. May he sit still, they said. As you know, they failed to find the scorpion. They searched for him and he was not found. So the peasant started to give good wishes. They hoped that the scorpion may sit still. May the sins of your previous birth be burned away tonight, they said. Some of them said that his mother's sins, which she committed in her previous birth, have been forgiven. May your suffering decrease the misfortunes of your next birth, they said. Some others expressed their hope that because of the pain that she is experiencing now will decrease her troubles in her next birth. May the sum of all evil balanced in this unreal world against the sum of good become diminished by your pain. Some other villages are of the opinion that her good deeds will be balanced against her bad deeds because of the bite of the scorpion. May the poison purify your flesh of desire and your spirit of ambition. And they express their hope that this poison will help to purify. Purify means clean. To clean her flesh of desire or to refine her spirit of ambition. And they sat around on the floor with my mother in the center, the peace of understanding on each face. So now all the villagers, they are sitting around the poet's mother. Now she is suffering, but it will be helpful in one way or the other. By thinking like that, all of them seem to be in peace. We can see peace in each and every face. More candles, more lanterns, more neighbors, more insects, and the endless rain. So it's endless rain, it's endless. It's continuously raining. Because of continuous rain, more and more insects are coming. And in order to see the poet's mother, more and more neighbors are coming with candles and lanterns. My mother twisted through and through, groaning on a mat. Poet's mother is suffering from great pain. So she is just twisting on her mat and she is making a sad sound, mournful sound to show her or to express her pain. That is groaning. Groaning means a mournful sound. Mournful means sad sound for conveying pain. So she is making a sound, sad sound. My father, skeptic, rationalist, trying every curse and blessing. Poet's father. What's the speciality of his father? He is a skeptic person and he is a rationalist. Skeptic person means a person who doubts or who asks questions on everything. When he gets a reasonable answer, then only he will believe. So rationalist means a person who believes in reason. Without any reason, he is not ready to believe anything. So his father was also trying anything and everything, curse and blessing, whatever he can try, he is trying. Powder, mixture, herb and hybrid. Herb means it's medicinal plant, and hybrid means mix of two. He's trying one and he's trying a mix of two things. Hybrid, mix of two different things. He even poured a little paraffin upon the bitten toe and put a match to it. Another thing that he tried, that is, he poured paraffin. Paraffin means wax. He poured a little bit of wax on her toe and he put match to that. Then what will happen? Yes, it will burn. There will be flame. So what the poet is doing? I watched the flame feeding on my mother. What was happening on her toe? That's what the poet is watching. What was happening? Flame. It was feeding her. Means she was suffering from more pain. I watched the holy man perform his rites to tame the poison with an incantation. So you already know the neighbors, villagers, they are superstitious. So due to that, they called even a holy man to perform rituals, rites. Rites means rituals, in order to chant mantras and all, and to reduce her pain. For that purpose, they called even a holy man. So what he was doing? He was performing rituals, rites. For what purpose? In order to reduce the effect of the poison. And how he was trying to reduce the effect of the poison? Through incantation. Incantation means chanting of words with magical powers. He is just telling or chanting words with magical powers in order to reduce the effect of the poison. After 20 hours, it lost its sting. So they tried anything, so many things. But when did she reduce her pain? After 20 hours. When it has to reduce that time. After 20 hours, she lost her pain. More candles, more lanterns, more neighbors, more insects, and the endless rain. Here you can see the repetition of the word more. So the figure of speech, repetition. And in the next line, my mother twisted through and through, groaning on a mat. Here the word groaning, it creates a sound effect. So the figure of speech, onomatopoeia. And in the next line, my father's skeptic rationalist, trying every curse and blessing. Here two opposite ideas, curse and blessing, are used together. So the figure of speech, antithesis. And in the line, I watched the flame feeding on my mother. So here in this line, flame is given a human quality of feeding. So the figure of speech, personification. My mother only said, thank God the scorpion picked on me and spared my children. So at the end, after 20 hours of long suffering, pain, poet's mother said only one thing. So she was happy about one thing. She was happy that scorpion did not pick her children. Scorpion spared her children. Spared means decided not to hurt. For that, she was happy. So here we can see love of a mother towards her children. The theme of the poem Night of the Scorpion is selfless love of a mother. And the poem Night of the Scorpion, it is written with no specific rhyme scheme. We cannot find a specific rhyme scheme in this poem. So it could be termed as free verse.